But let's say in this neighborhood, I was the only one that prepped. I'm the only one that was getting ready. Nobody else is ready. Who do you think they're going to come to? Those same people that made fun of you, that laughed at you, that said, oh, you're crazy for prepping. But when they're in dire straits, they're going to come to the person that they know is ready. They're going to come to the person that they know has been prepared. And they're going to be, man, listen, I know I made fun of you and I apologize, but, could you help me out? Now, you're going to have a choice at that point. Do you help that person out or do you not help that person out? And then if you don't help them out, then they're always going to be like, if things go back to normal in a short period of time afterwards, they're going to be like, you're an a-hole and you're selfish and all those type of things. And you're not, Why should you help them? Now, if I know that it's going to be a short-term event and it's just like a power outage or something to that effect, I'm probably going to help people out more so than I would in a true SHTF situation. In a true SHTF situation, you got to look out for the people that you have planning on looking out for. People that are dead meat anyway. You can't help people that won't help themselves. That's a reality. And the other reality is, if you give them a little bit of help, they're going to expect more and more and more, especially in a worst case post-event type of situation. So if you are, again, prepared and ready to go, you're going to have to make decisions. And you're going to be needing to be ready to fight off people that think that they're entitled to the stuff that you have because you got ready and they did nothing. They feel like you owe them. You should help them. Well, we've been neighbors for XYZ number of years. I can't believe you won't help me. But if I've been telling you as my neighbor for years to put food away, to sacrifice a little bit in the short term for the long-term goal, and you don't do it while you went on vacation and I sacrificed, I'm sorry, but I really don't owe you anything at that point. But again, those are situations that we're all going to have to face. Those are situations that we're all going to have to address. And we're going to have to come to that conclusion of who are we going to help, who are we not going to help. And that's something that I just kind of wanted to talk about a little bit. I wanted you to think about that because I think that is a seriously important thing to think about. If you have talked with your neighbors and you have said, hey, this would be a smart thing to do, and they laughed at you, made fun of you, called you crazy because you're prepping, oh, nothing's ever going to happen, I don't know why you're doing that, those type of situations, right? Well, then it's on them. It's their own fault for not doing something to help themselves. It's not your problem. It's not your fault that they are in a situation where they're desperate, hungry, need help. They did it to themselves. So, again, we all have to get to that point and get to that decision of when the time comes, who are we helping and who are we not helping? What do you owe your neighbors? Do you feel like you need to help them or not help them? When that time comes, it's obviously that's going to be an individual choice. I have a hard time, especially if somebody was making fun of me for what I've done. Or my favorite, actually, I'll tell you what, one of my favorites is, oh, when something happens, I'm just going to come to your house. That's always one of my favorites. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, that's the wrong answer. And I'm going to tell you what, having elderly neighbors, obviously they're not going to be able to do as much as somebody that's younger. So I think it's important that we try to watch out for them no matter what anyway. Because unfortunately, a lot of them don't have anybody that is going to be watching out for them. So those are things to think about as well. Remember, guys, we are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we can figure that one out, we absolutely will be in much, much better shape.